On behalf of the Homer Central School District, we would like to thank you for taking the time to review the 2023-2024 budget presentation. For the 2023-24 school year, the Homer Central School District is proposing a budget of $47,195,532. This budget will feature no increase to the current tax levy. The increase in spending will be offset by an increase in revenues through New York State aid. Foundation aid, which is based on a school district's population and a combined wealth ratio, comprises the majority of aid that a school district will receive from New York State. As shown in the current slide, Homer Central School District has received a substantial increase in foundation aid for 2023-2024. The aid which has been withheld by New York State in the past is currently being funded at the appropriate top amount for Homer Central School District. The current slide illustrates a 10-year look back at the Homer Central School District's tax levy threshold and the actual amount that the Homer Central School District has increased the levy from year to year. If a school district chooses to exceed the tax levy threshold, they must pass a budget by at least 66% of the votes. If they fail to do that, the district would have to look at going out at another budget or using a contingent budget. As the number on the slide show, Homer has not increased the tax levy on average by more than 1% in the last 10 years. We are often asked how the district spends your tax dollar. On the current slide, you will see a breakdown of how every dollar is spent in the Homer Central School District. The majority of the money, 79%, are spent on instruction. That covers the cost of staff, supplies, contractual items, and administration. The next 10% focuses on general support. General support is based on facilities, operations and maintenance, and general support staff in the district. The next 7% is spent on pupil transportation. Our district is made up of 164 square miles that our transportation department must make sure to cover in order to get the children to school and back safely. School lunch comprises 2% of these dollars spent. And the last piece is debt service. Debt service are payments for past capital projects or bus purchases that currently have any type of debt associated with them. For the 2023-24 school year, New York State aid has increased by $3,216,346. This increase in state aid has taken the burden off the local share from our school district. Homer Central School District will be going out at a 0% increase for their tax levy and has been able through this process to not rely on reserves for the 2023-24 school year. The second part of the slide demonstrates the spending in three different component areas: program or instruction, capital, which includes all of our debt service and current capital payments, and administration. The change in this year's administrative line is due to the increased use of federal funds that were given to the district through the federal COVID monies. The Homer Central School District is proposing the following staffing additions for the 2023-24 school year, granted that the budget is passed. At the Homer Elementary School, we will be looking to add an assistant principal position, an occupational therapist, which is currently an OCM BOCES position, and an additional pre-kindergarten teacher and teaching assistant if enrollment currently dictates it. At the junior high school, we'll be adding an instructional coach, and at the high school, we'll be looking to bring back full-time driver ed teacher to provide driver's ed instruction during the regular school day. The first proposition of the 2023-24 school budget asks the school district voters to authorize the district to expend the sum of $47,195,532 and to levy the necessary tax for next year's budget. Proposition number 2 will ask the voters to focus on bus leasing and the purchase of vehicles. Homer Central School District currently leases all of their buses. On a 5-year lease plan, this affords the district to have a new bus every 5 years. This is very important and cost savings to the district by not having to operate older buses. It also allows us to have newer safety features on our buses sooner than most districts. We will ask voters to approve the lease of 7 66-passenger school buses and 1 wheelchair bus. In addition to the leasing, we are also asking the Homer Central School District voters to approve the purchase of no more than 3 vans with the cost of $150,000. These vans are necessary for our transportation program, and 1 van will be used for our driver's education program. Proposition number 3 will ask the voters to approve the addition of a student member on our Board of Education. With approving a student member on the Board of Education, the taxpayers will be asking for a student to be added onto the school board. This student will be an ex officio member, meaning they will be able to sit with the board at public meetings, but they will not be able to vote, attend executive session, or be entitled to receive compensation of any form for participating in Board of Education meetings. Proposition number 4 is for the Phillips Free Library. By law, Phillips Free Library may ask the Homer Central School District to place their proposition for funding on our school district ballots. Phillips Free Library is looking to increase their funding for next year from $203,923 to $208,605. During the year, the Homer Central School District will collect these funds and then process them to the Phillips Free Library. As part of the school budget process, we will also be looking to fill 3 seats on the Board of Education. Those 3 seats were held by Sonia Apker, Keith Fagerheim, and Luke Moranis. We have 5 individuals that are currently vying for 3 seats on the board. Those individuals are John Lawrence, Jessica White, Michelle Marshall, Louis Timothy Martin, also known as Skeeter, and Megan Gilbert. Candidate bios may be found on each individual on our website at www.homercentral.org. It is also important to know that during this process, a voter may also write in a vote for the Board of Education. We would like to encourage all Homer Central School District voters to come out and vote on Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. You may vote at the Homer Training and Education Center, also known as HTEC, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Additional budget information may be found on our website at www.homercentral.org. Thank you again for taking the time to review our budget presentation.